Welcome back to Prognosis EMR. In this video, we'll walk you through the patient registration screen and highlight its key features. To begin, log in to Prognosis. From the home page, go to the patient menu, click on Register, and then select a patient name. This will open the patient's record on the patient registration screen. This serves as the foundation for everything related to the patient, whether it's demographics, clinical care, or financial documentation. At the top left of the screen, you'll see two icons. The Add icon is used to open a blank patient registration screen and register a new patient. The Search icon allows you to look up existing patients. Fields marked with an asterisk are mandatory and must be filled in. Over on the right-hand side, you'll find the status indicator with three options: active, inactive, and all. You may set it to active to display only active patients in the search results, or inactive to view only inactive patients. To include both active and inactive patients in the list, choose the All option. You'll also find pagination arrows here to navigate through the first, previous, next, and last records, along with quick access to properties and help. Next, let's review the patient details section at the top of the screen. This section is used to enter essential patient information. Begin by selecting a title for the patient, then enter the mandatory identifiers: first name, last name, date of birth, and sex. You can also enter optional details such as nickname, middle name, and suffix, if applicable. To capture additional demographic details, use the Pronouns hyperlink to select the patient's pronouns, and the Sexual Orientation/Gender Identity button to record their gender identity and sexual orientation information. When this info is added, a blue check mark appears prefixed on the button. You can select the patient's marital status from the corresponding drop-down menu. The SSN field allows you to enter the patient's social security number. Once saved, the number is masked for display and is encrypted and securely stored in the database. Several properties control whether duplicate SSNs are allowed, whether this field is mandatory, and which mask format is applied for privacy. Clicking the SSN button displays the full number in a pop-up. Use the Attending Provider drop-down to assign a primary care provider to the patient. The status field indicates the current status of the patient chart and is set to active by default. If marked as expired, inactive, or rejected, the chart becomes inactive and will not appear in standard searches. To locate such records, adjust the header-level status filter to inactive or all. The account number field can be used to store the patient's ID from another system, such as a practice management system. If applicable, you can assign a referring provider to the patient from the Referring Provider drop-down. You can also contact the support team to enable the option to add a referring provider directly from this screen, either by using the Search button to select an existing provider or the Add New button to add a new one. To clear a selection, click the Clear hyperlink. The External ID field is used to link the patient's chart across multiple systems, which is especially useful in HL7 interfaces. Several icons in this section allow you to attach additional information to the patient's record. You can scan and upload a photo ID or driver's license using the Card Scan option, if you have a card scan machine in your office. The Preferred Pharmacy option can be used to select the patient's preferred pharmacies and set a default pharmacy to be used during prescription entry. The Label Print option can be used to print mailing labels. The Patient Info icon opens a pop-up displaying key contact details, including the patient's name, age, date of birth, address, and email. The Sibling button can be used to link the patient's siblings record with this record. When siblings are linked, a blue checkmark appears prefixed on the button. The User-Defined Fields or UDF button opens a pop-up for entering additional patient-specific information during registration. The fields displayed in this pop-up are configured via the UDF master screen. Finally, each patient is assigned a unique chart number, which is used to identify them across Prognosis. Next, let's explore the tabs in the lower part of the screen. The Address tab is used to enter basic demographic information such as the patient's address, contact numbers, and email. The Contact tab allows you to view and update the patient's employer details, emergency contact, and spouse, parent, legal guardian information. The Other Info tab is where you can enter additional demographic data, including the patient's preferred language, race, religion, ethnic group, and tribal affiliation, all of which are used for meaningful use reporting. You can also enter and save the patient's driver's license number and state, and categorize the patient using the Patient Type field. The Physicians tab stores details of other physicians involved in the patient's care. You can select a specialty and use the search icon to find and assign a referring physician from the clinic's list, or click the Add New icon to add a new physician directly. Use the Info button to view the physician's address and contact details, and the clear link to remove the selected physician if needed. The Billing Info tab displays billing-related details if you're using Prognosis Practice Management. Here, you can assign the guarantor who is responsible for the patient's billing, add an attorney if applicable, and set the financial class, which can be used within your billing workflows. If you're using an external billing system, you can still store the external ID and account number for integration and syncing purposes. Just above the patient photo, you'll find several quick access icons for commonly used patient functions. The Current Encounter icon opens the patient's face sheet for the active encounter. The Insurance icon helps manage the patient's insurance policy details. The Implanted Devices icon helps record and track any devices implanted in the patient. The Case Management icon helps manage cases related to workers' compensation. The Patient Alert icon helps add ad hoc alerts that appear on various screens throughout Prognosis when accessing the patient's record. The Patient Notes icon helps enter general notes related to the patient's care or history. The Patient Billing Notes icon opens a pop-up to add, view, print, or delete notes related to the patient's billing. The Appointment History icon lets you view a complete history of the patient's past appointments. The Deny/Allow Access icon allows you to control which clinic users are restricted from accessing the patient's chart. The Legal Documents icon opens a list of all documents signed by the patient and provides options to share new documents for signing. You can use the Login Info button to create or manage the patient's patient portal login credentials. And under the Photo section, you can attach, capture, print, or remove the patient's photo as needed. At the bottom of the screen, you'll find several action buttons. Copy duplicates the current patient's registration details to create a new record with a unique chart number. Merge into helps combine duplicate patient records into one. If the patient has an open encounter, this button will be disabled. Reset clears any unsaved changes on the screen. Delete permanently removes a patient's record from the system. And Save stores all the patient information you've entered. That concludes our overview of the patient registration screen in Prognosis EMR. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or need more help, please reach out to the Prognosis support team at support@bismaticsinc.com.